Hey everybody, welcome to your week 3 reading. This reading is for the week of Monday, December 20th to Sunday, December 26th, 2021. Guys, we're sliding right into the holidays now, so super excited. Yeah, whenever you find this video, it is meant for you. It is timely. If it resonates, then it's definitely meant for you. And if it doesn't resonate, please do back pocket what comes through, because chances are the energies have not manifested or have not you're not conscious of it as yet. Isn't that how these things go? Anyway, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or an energy healing reading, energy healing via Zoom, please do reach out. All of that information is available on my Etsy page. Okay, and the link to my Etsy page is wherever you're watching. All right, so let's jump in. Ooh. This is a pretty solid energy that's coming through. Wow, it feels pretty just solid. This is a very solid card. It almost feels neutral, like I'm waiting to feel something pop out. I do feel there's a contract pending. Maybe that's why nothing's popping out as yet. I can't even move my hand because it's like I want to, but it's like the energy is so not revealing itself. Most likely because it's not formed as yet. Whatever this energy isn't formed as yet, it feels like. I'm getting a castle energy as well. All right, so let's see what this is all about. And why is this wanting to come into reverse? Okay, so this is seeming like, okay, thank you. As I'm coming through, yes, there's something that isn't quite ready to come to fruition yet. An action hasn't been enacted as yet. It hasn't been put on the table as yet, whatever it is. And that's because I see that there's some type of contract that hasn't been, it's not to say it hasn't been fulfilled yet, but it's almost like this constitutes 3/4 of the way of something, or maybe even here 3/4 of the way of something. And then thank you. They're like saying, no, 3/5. This is about 3/5 of the way here. And this would be 4/5 and this would be 5/5. But I can't even touch it. It like sent me back to right here. So wherever we are in this process, it's like we're right here. So I see that in this week, you're coming off of having been going through a process of shoring up, of collecting, of bargaining, of grouping, of whatever is going on. But it seems like this inhalation that's going to become an exhalation. But the thing about this is that the inhalation that has been happening is kind of coming off of 3 months of a process of inhalation or grouping or coming together or collecting. And it's going to span into an exhalation that's going to be very, very wide is what I'm getting. And that's why this process of shoring up, of collecting your resources, of becoming aware of what's going on, of pulling inward, of hermiting, whatever it is that's been for you, how it manifests for you, the energy has gone in like this, and then it's going to go out like this. But by the time it goes out like this, it's going to be like this. It's going to be over here in this fifth. The new page will have already turned. You'll be in the new chapter. You will have already touched soil on the new earth or wherever you're going. So this is looking like you're wrapping something up. You're not quite there yet, or you're about 3/5 of the way. Now, I'm trying to see, is this, they're showing that whatever you're going through started out as an idea. It's like, ding, idea. You had an idea over here, right? And somehow you were able to pull it off. But I'm seeing that you were able to pull this off. It's kind of because it feels a little bit like, because a little bit of fate, F-A-T-E, but a little, because I'm stopping short of just saying integrity. I'm stopping just short of saying that, because part of me wants to go off and say intuitively, because this is what I'm getting. Part of me wants to say that, it's because you've been making good decisions that have been in your integrity. You know, dotting your I's and crossing your T's, telling the truth, being upfront, not mincing words, being kind, showing compassion, being ethical, exercising virtues that, we aspire to all the time. One of those is patience, right? These are the things that, had you been lacking along the way, let's say, for example, Spirit had 8 of those lined up for you. And it's kind of like, let's see what you do with those, right? If you've passed 6, I'm getting it would be enough to get into this contract. 6 and above is what I'm getting. And I'm getting that the energy is like you've actually come through it with passing colors. 8 is what I'm getting. I'm getting some 8s up here. So this is very, very high, which explains this energy right now. Oh shoot, there's the 8, but it's in reverse, right? But in this card, you see somebody's offering you something, but remember, we know that it's not quite there yet. But I'm getting that it's kind of assured. You're going to be coming into something wonderful, whether it's a new connection, a new place to live, a new job, something about a new courthouse. God bless you, whoever this is. Somebody here has been going through some court proceedings, and maybe you've been going through the mud with a certain judge. It feels almost like you're going to be assigned a new judge or assigned a new court, a whole new court altogether. Now, guys, I have to tell you, when we have experiences, that's why it's so important to watch your mood and watch your output. Watch your mood, because your mood is the number one factor, one tying with your subconscious, right? But the number one factor that determines what the universe gets from you. If you're in a sour mood, the universe picks that up. It doesn't matter what you say, the universe answers your emotions by giving you something that is in alignment with your emotions, right? So watch your mood. And the second thing is watch your output. Watch the things that you're saying. Watch the people that you're choosing to connect with. Look at the actions that you're choosing to do. All of these things help to create a signature for you in any given now moment. And when you do those things, if God were to take a snapshot, or the universe takes a snapshot of you, it's like, they're giving the order to you, a pizza with with depression and then on it, they're giving it right to you, with anger, with rage, with cutting that person off on the freeway, with being impatient. All of that stuff is kind of like a beacon that is sent out. And so you never know when the actions, the outputs, and the thoughts and all of that are being tallied up to help create a different energy. And so all of a sudden, if you're watching this video, you're coming into some good stuff. And I do feel that part of it is fate, but part of it is you having taken the right steps to get you up to an 8. You would have needed at least output and mood of a 6. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. It doesn't matter. I feel it. And it's happening. A 6 to have passed into or hit the threshold for you to activate this contract that's not yet here, but it's on the way. But I'm seeing, again, as I looked up, it said 8:01. You see? So 8 and the 8:08 minutes and 1 second, 8, and then the ace of wands energy. The ace is kind of like that 1. It's a new beginning, right? So we're seeing that happen. So congratulations if that's for you. And if you're watching this video and it's clicking, it's making sense, it is for you. I do want to go back and say that for some of you here, yes, somebody here, this is about a court proceeding. You're going to move to a whole new court, and the energy is higher. It's lighter. And so let's say the energy of the higher frequencies can flow through and create a change of heart much easier for those in that environment than where you were. I did see for some of you, though, a heavier energy. This was relating to a romantic connection of some sort that needed to fizzle out. For somebody here in particular, that included a romantic connection with somebody who you used to date in high school or something like this. All of that's fizzling out. You've made very, very good steps and good strides in pulling yourself out of that condition. They're saying, interesting. They said it's a condition for somebody here, right? And so you're being rewarded here. So this is kind of feeling like reward, but it's not like the new beginning hasn't started hasn't started yet, but you're 3/5 of the way. So great job. And it is coming. It is coming. Look at Archangel Michael here. Look at this ship that's like going through, it's being burnt. It's going down. The ship's going down. Mayday. Okay, that's for planes, but you get it. But look where you are. You're over here because Archangel Michael has lifted you out of something there, right? Now, for a lot of you, this has been about needing to surrender, and you were able to surrender, like I'm getting. Look at this. Remember, you were dreaming of the ships, and here you are on the ship getting the message, hey, this isn't working, this isn't working. I looked up, it's 10 minutes, 7 seconds. The 1 and 7 is 8. Here we have 17, 8. There was something about this situation. You awoken. You awoken, right? Wait. Anyway, you woke up. Come on, brain. You woke up in the middle of this situation and realized, I need something better for myself. And that 8 right there, combined with your output and your mood, brought you here, right? So we have this 8, and then we've got this 9. So we've got this 8 here because 8, it really represents, in this reading, the way the energies are coming through, it represents reaching a certain level at which, and it's a good level, by the way, this 8 is very good. 6 was the threshold. Think about a 6 like a D, a D, right? And an 8 like a solid B. Like, this is solid energy. So you did very, very well if this reading is for you. I keep saying that, but you really, really did. And when I said that, it was 11 minutes, 11 seconds. Just want to point that out. Anyway, so so the awareness, becoming aware and taking the action steps is what brought you to this level of 8, this level of getting up there, right? I want to say level of mastery, but when I think about mastery, it's not coming through at this level 8. It's almost like I want to say it comes through at 9. This may not make any sense, but I'm reporting on what is coming through me, because just because it doesn't make sense to you in the moment, or me, doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. We don't ask the energies to make sense to us. We rise and we lift ourselves up to understand the energies, right? But this level of mastery, I want to say, comes in at a level 9, but actually it's almost like, let's say you're 8 and then here's 9, and then, like, of course there's a 10 somewhere, I don't know, and there's a cutoff here. In the next realm, mastery is at 6, right? And so you see, it's like a whole other realm when we're getting into where I really feel the mastery is coming from. It's not even down here, but of course a 9 is better than an 8. It is better than a 6 and better. So either way, long story short, great job. You did great, buddy. All right, so let's go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 12 minutes, 34 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4 is all about progression. So let's go ahead and progress on to seeing what else Spirit has to say. God bless. Yeah, I'm hearing somebody like, am I going to find new love, right? Ooh, and then look at what I pulled, a 6, right? So what I'm getting here, and this card always gives me 6 energies too. This is a mastery card, right? But it's also a card that can move through, let's say, the different dimensions, the different areas, and all the levels where there's a sense of mastery. Of course, one level is higher than the other, and each level has its own ranking or its own scales, and then you get into the next level, and then you get higher. This card, or this energy that I'm feeling of mastery, exists at every level, okay? So it's here. I'm also seeing balloons and celebration, and I'm seeing this 6 come out for a job well done. I do feel, though, that there were some things that you could have done better in. I'm getting some 3 energies, all right? Now, don't worry if you don't know what the numbers mean. It's okay. And there's the 3 of Swords. Heartbreak, connected to a masculine energy. For some of you, the masculine has to do with the father. For some of you, obviously, it's a relationship. I almost said a creationship, and my mind is already on to something else. Look at this. I'm getting that as soon as you're out of something, see how this is replacing that? As soon as you're out of something, you're on to the next thing. And now you are able to stand tall and receive. This is about harvesting. Receiving harvest, right? Yeah, where does this one go? Yeah, kind of wants to go here. Yeah, this is the Hangman, right? Which talks about stagnation, but they're also calling it a lesson learned. Because when we think about the Hangman comes through, yes, with the pause, with stagnation, but it also comes through with the nuance of being able to connect with something higher, receiving insight, having learned something, right? But yes, all while the action is paused. Now I do see, God bless, that Spirit is saying lesson learned. The card just fell. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. I'm getting some magic energies. I don't know why. Magician energies, manifestation, clearing energies, they're saying. Ooh. Hold on, guys. I just saw something. 1 second. Be right back. Excuse me, totally back. Okay. Look at the card that fell on the ground. 7 of Wands, defensive energy, right? Okay. Huh. I'm getting here that for some of you, there's some of you as you make your way forward. I'm getting a 6 of Swords energy, which is about making your way forward into better waters or better circumstances out of a very stressful time, right? And it's always great. It's imagine coming out of a tempest or falling down a waterfall in a kayak and then finally being able to like see the open ocean and you're like, oh my gosh, all the hard water is behind me. That's the 6 of Swords energy. But I'm getting that some of you are leaving behind some very contentious energies. Some of you may actually have somebody who's mad with you, people who are angry. They're saying some people or somebody who's testy. That's a word they're throwing out here. But either way, I do see that for some of these energies that are like, they're saying brutish, BRUTISH, and brutish, BROODISH. They're saying those energies, people having those energies will calm down. They're saying things will calm down as the dust settles. But your job is not to focus on those energies anymore. You're already moving forward. And notice how I can touch this energy as I'm talking about moving forward. Because how can you, if the energy is not manifested as yet, but it's coming, the new place, the new person, the new whatever, it's coming because you've already done that, but it's not quite here. Remember, I couldn't touch it, but they're saying the reason why I'm able to touch it now is because they're saying the way that you can bring that energy in, call that energy in faster and in a more solid way is by quote unquote looking forward to the future. It's by thinking about happy you will be in your new home, thinking about how excited you will be at your new job when you get your first paycheck, thinking about how far you've come, thinking about the first lunch you will have. And look, they're saying for some of you, you may not even start off with riches being assigned a value by you. For some people, riches could be furnishings. For some people, riches could be time well spent on the new job. So maybe on a new job you haven't really your new time is grunt work a bit, all sorts of stuff. Whatever the riches are for you, they're saying that it may not start off that way at first, where you're feeling these riches and these whatever, but the entry into this new energy, they're saying, is its own reward. So let's say, for example, you move into a new place but you have no furniture, but the fact that you were even able to pull yourself out of a situation and to have they're saying a level of unguardedness, because this defensiveness, have a level of unguardedness enough to manifest this dream and to enter into it is a big thing. They're saying that in and of itself is a reward. Let's also apply that to a relationship. For some of you, this is about, they're saying it again, coming out of conditioning. Some of you have been conditioned since childhood to be in this space of low self-worth, to be like a teenager almost. I'm getting this very babysitter kind of energy, like, oh my God, I'm a 16-year-old, I babysit and I date. And it's kind of like an immature energy, no matter how old you are. If that's the aspect of you that's activated, male, female, gender non-conforming, doesn't matter. When you get into relationships, guess what? That's conditioning. And so they're saying to be able to release that and get out of that in it and want something better in and of itself is the victory. Whether or not you get the new person, I am getting for somebody here that you may be entering into a same-sex relationship, feels feminine, right? As in two women, right? But it's again, you may not have the person yet, but the whole point is the fact that you are even able to they're saying amass the riches that you have amassed. We have the 7 of harvest, I want to say 7 of pentacles is the victory in and of itself. And as we know, the energy is there. So all we need to do now is wait for the manifestations to roll in and build upon that energetic template that exists there. Oh, look at you coming out. They're like, so good to be on land, isn't it? Right? Because remember, you've been having these dreams. You've been trying to, you had to release things that weren't working for you. And so here you are strutting out after you've come out of all this. And look at this. Yeah? This is beautiful. There's the castle. There's everything. But they're saying you've got to remember what your mother taught you, they said. And it had to be actually for some of you, your mother actually did teach you something, or your mother figure. But I'm getting also, it's kind of like that song that, by She and Him. Remember Zoe Deschanel? Oh my God, love them, love her, love that group. She sang this song. What was it? Gosh, why am I forgetting the song name? But anyway, but it's my mother said, just keep your head and play it as it lays. Yeah, and as I finish that, check it out. Here's the contract. Here's the contract. There it is. Bing, and then bing. It's like you're over here. You come out of it. Spirit knocks on the door. It's ready. Come on, sign the contract. And as soon as you sign this contract, you're out. You're gone. You're out onto your new thing. Look at this person. Could be with a new relationship, a new job, whatever. But they're asking you to remember 22 minutes and 11 seconds that with each new signed contract does come responsibilities and karmic duties and karmic ties, right? So we see that not only will you be having a new beginning, God bless, but it comes with its own level of awareness, its own level that you'll be working on, that you'll be building upon, its own level of lessons. We see the karmic trench, and of course its own contracts with people, its own people. Some of you will be joining a whole new, look at the community, joining a whole new branch of people. It's almost like learning a whole bunch of new things, meeting a whole bunch of new people, inspiring and being inspired. I do see it. Watch out for some tricksters along the way, guys. Be very mindful. I'm seeing that right there. It's jumping out at me. You stay away from me. Yeah? So be mindful. Hold your center. Remember who you are. And the best way to do this and to guard yourself against tricksters and people who aren't up to any good and people who don't know what the hell they want is by remembering how, look, I want to shore up the energy. How, it's almost like I just did that and I'm feeling this long cylindrical energy. It's solid. Remember how much energy came into guiding you where you are, your ancestors and what they've been around to help you with, all sorts of energies. So if you remember where you came from and you sit down and you keep yourself grounded and you don't stray too far from that memory, don't go chasing waterfalls, right? You're going to be okay. All right, stick to the principles. And I do see that when they said branch, here they were saying for some of you, it's about reaching out and getting to know different parts of your own family. And as you do that, you ground yourself in principles and all of this, and you are less likely to be swayed. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and leave this energy right here. Thank you so much to all of our guides and our angels and all of you guys for coming. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or an energy healing session with me, please do go ahead and reach out, okay? Mwah. And the energy healing session will be live via Zoom. All right, bye. Love you.